Well, in 1991, we did a play for as a fundraiser for Joe Nowak.
Spend the day there.
And the church was doing all kinds of different fundraisers, and what we got to thinking was that the kids at the school were not, they were going to the dances and they were going to the different fundraisers, but there was nothing really that they were doing themselves as far as a fundraiser for Joe. We gotten such good volunteer help and good response from doing the play, from doing Robin Hood, that then we decided, well, we'd try another play in the fall, and that's when we did Ransom of Red Chief.
When we did the Robin Hood, it started out with 6 blocks, and that was basically what we had as a set, was 6 blocks.
He built the doghouse. He built Snoopy's doghouse and the piano, all in our kitchen.
In the kitchen.
There is no failure here.
When Shannon was at school, they were talking about eating together as a family and all of this different stuff, and she mentioned that her family doesn't eat together because we have such different schedules, and her professor was just absolutely shocked to think that we, you must have a real dysfunctional family and everything if you don't eat together. And she says, well, we do plays together, we're at rehearsal together all night long. I think so.
But you have a lot now.
Was a little younger back then. Because
it wasn't possible to do without volunteers who just physically didn't have the stamina to move everything.
No.
From like, there were about 20 kids that tried out for Robin Hood, and I think we used everybody that tried out. And then we got started doing some of these plays, and we were getting 70 and 80, and now we're getting 120 or 130 kids to try out for each of the plays.
Really?
Well, and we put the apples in to kind of, because I couldn't figure out, we had a whole bunch of 8th grade boys
who suddenly
that tried out. That tried out for the first, they hadn't tried out for any other place. And here we're doing Snow White, and it's got the little tiny 7 dwarfs, and it's got the forest animals, and we've got these great big boys that we thought, what are we going to do with all these boys? What part? They're not going to be a dwarf. I always liked the commercial about the raisins, the California raisins, and so I thought, okay, let's make them apples, and we'll have them do the California raisin dance. When I put that on the cast list, then I had all these 8th grade boys coming up to me at school, and they go, "You made me an apple? I'm going to be an apple?" And I said, "Trust me, you'll like it. You'll like it."
I'd see you walking through the hall carrying this big, heavy box of tickets and books and the other, and you had all those friends that run by and they'd say, "Hi, Hogan," and they'd run on by and hear you were loaded down. You'd say hi, but they never offered to help, and I mean, I could see that she was loaded down, so I used to help carry the tickets for you. And then you said that they would say, "Well, I saw your little friend was helping you carry the tickets." Well, I hope that, and even if they don't go into it, just if they can look back at it and that they did have fun when they were in it. Obviously, it's been fun for us. That's why we've continued with it.
I think it helps their self-confidence, and it just the plays in general, I think, gives them a sense of ownership. Somebody, I can't remember who it was, that came back off stage one time, and the audience had applauded them. They go, "They like us."
Dreams that you dream of dreams will.
There were things that we worked on for so long in the rehearsal, and then come performance time, it all came together.
Far behind me.
I think just the good job that the kids do. They never want to do it mediocre. They always want a very polished, perfect. You know, they're more than willing to rehearse.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
And when they come off stage, they liked us, or it really went well. And when they see their own parents, applauding for them, it's great.
Can't I?
And probably Wonderland was
shooting the basket, and it goes right through.
Red roses too.
That I guess is the one thing that makes us want to come back to do it another year, because they did. You can tell they had a lot of fun doing it.
Well, I see skies of blue, and I see clouds of white, and the brightness of day. I like the dark, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.